We're standing here talking to AIC senior Sam Larson. Sam, AIC just pulled out a 1-0 double overtime win over Adelphi University. Team's 5-0 now on the season, undefeated as well, obviously in the Northeast 10. This is a pretty tightly contested game, very physical game. Why don't you talk about the play in general today?
Well, you know, Adelphi is probably the best opponent we've had this season, and we knew it was going to be a hard game coming out. So we had a light practice yesterday, but we knew we had to come out hard, and I think we came out fighting. And even though we weren't moving the ball as well as we'd like to the first half, we weren't going to give up, because this team as a whole, we all have a lot of heart, and everyone's here for each other. So we knew if we just kept knocking, sooner or later we're going to get that goal.
Now, obviously you're listed as a defender on the roster, although we do see you play up in certain situations. Why don't you talk about the play specifically that scored the game-winning goal for us tonight?
Well, you know, you have to give credit to Michelle and Jen. They worked the ball up the right side. Michelle got knocked down, which she usually does, but she always seems to get the foul called on her. But finally she had one go for us. And, I mean, you first have to give credit, obviously, like I said, to her, because she worked hard to get the ball. And Tomo, I mean, you see her all the time put in great balls, and I just happened to get on the end of it and striked it and kept it down. So, I mean, I give credit to everyone else. I was just the one there that put it in.
We're standing here with AIC head women's soccer coach Matt Johnson. Coach, the team just pulled off a fantastic 1-0 double overtime win over Adelphi in a Northeast 10 contest. You're now 5-0-0 on the season, ranked number 17 in the country. Why don't you talk about this game in particular? It seemed like a very physical game, a very tightly contested game. Just talk about how we were able to battle and get that victory.
Yeah, this was a tough game. This was a really tough game. Adelphi has a really good team. Like you said, it was a physical game. They have a lot of speed, which is tough to defend. You know, both teams, I thought, did a very good job defensively. You know, both teams, had some opportunities in counterattack situations. We were lucky to put one in at the end, but I tell you what, this game could have gone either way. That is a very, very good team.
Now, why don't you talk a little bit about Sam's goal? She's a defender, listed on the roster. Does play both ways a little bit. Why don't you talk about her on that one?
Well, I mean, Sam's a big kid, and set pieces like that, we try to get her involved. We try to get her in there. She can mix it up a little bit. She usually is pretty effective in the air, and this one was a little bit different. She played a one-time ball off of her foot, so we'll take it. At this point, she crashed hard, and the ball ended up in the back of the net. So.
No, not a break at all in this conference. We got Merrimack coming up this weekend. Why don't you talk about your thoughts on that matchup heading into the week?
Well, Merrimack's a very good team. Obviously, a lot of tradition there, and my alma mater. So we look forward to going back there and playing. But that'll be a battle. Every game is a battle in this conference. We just saw a great team tonight. We'll see another great team on Saturday. So we're looking forward to it. That's a fun part about being in the Northeast 10.